Hello everyone, in this video I am going to show you how to create this realistic watercolor butterfly illustration in the app IBIS Paint X. Let's get started. So first I am going to open FHD canvas, and so here you can see something called background. Here is where you can choose the background texture, like watercolor, or there are so many textures over here. I usually use drawing paper rough 3. This gives me, so much, very beautiful watercolor texture compared to any other canvas textures. So I personally prefer this always. So here is my canvas, and now I'm going to draw here. So I'm going to draw a butterfly. So the butterfly usually is going to be a symmetrical one. So I'm going to use this mirror ruler, and here first I'm going to create like a sketch. This will not be visible in the final outcome, so you don't need to worry about the mistakes or whatever. Just feel free to draw butterfly shape. So here I'm going to start. First I'm going to start the body of butterfly. Let's say it is too thick. Oh, like this. So this is going to be the body of butterfly, and here I'm going to add the wings. So this is going to be watercolor one, so you don't need to add so much details. Maybe I feel like this is very big, so go to transform. So since we are using the mirror ruler, if you drag on your hand to reduce size, it will become out, it will move to any side, like left or right, something like that. Then you will not get the symmetry. So never do that. Click on the transform tool and reduce the size like this. So now it will be on place. Though it is reduced in size, it will be at the center. It going to maintain the symmetry. So always use this method to reduce size whenever you are using the mirror ruler. So you can see, though I reduced the size, it looks small and on place. Okay, now I'm going to add the feathers like this, and another one. So you can draw on either side. Like this, and here maybe it's too lengthy. Okay, like this. Okay, so my shape is ready. As I told before, this is going to be just for the reference. So I'm going to reduce the size of the layer. Just it should be visible to us. Now just create the new layer, and I'm going to use the lasso tool. The lasso tool is used to select any particular area. So just like drawing, drag and select like this. Okay, Since for laser selection we can't apply symmetry or mirror ruler so that you can apply details on one side and it will be reflected to another side. One thing you can do is you can simply create the details this side, and using the duplicate layer and flip, you can do that. So I will show that now. So now I'm going to use the watercolor edge brush, and I'm going to use something like a dark purple color. Just make sure you're using the biggest size of the watercolor brush so that it gives better result. So like that, or otherwise you can see if I keep that as small, you have to do like this. If you want to add such a texture, you can go for like this in this way. Like if you want to transparent, you can go for that. If you want a fully covered one color, a single color, a single tone, then you can use the big size. If you want transparent, then this is the best way. Just reduce the size and tab wherever you need the transparency. Since we are working with the same color till now, it gives like this. If you change the color or change the opacity, it will become darker. So like this. Also, I'm going to move a little bit, add some more colors here, like this. Now, go to watercolor water brush. Just increase the size and reduce the opacity. So the purpose of this brush is it is used to make the details watery. Like if you are using more water in your watercolor, it gives some watery texture, right? So to create that, to blend them well, you have to choose. If you increase the opacity, it will blend well. If you reduce the opacity, it will blend less. So like this, I'm going to tab and blend them. If you want to add maintain the texture, then you can do very mildly so that it don't wash away the entire details. Yeah, like this. So now I added the texture. I want to add some more details here. So for that, click on the lasso again. There is something called subtract. So this option is used to remove the remove areas which are already available on the selection. So here I have this butterfly area. So this wing is fully selected. Now using the subtract tool, I'm going to remove some details like this, like this. Then it's so one. So if you want to add some more areas, then go to add, then paste details. So in this way, we can add so much details very clearly. So now you can see I just removed these areas from the wings using this lasso subtract tool. So go back to your layer, and now I'm going to use this watercolor edge brush again. So I'm going to use some other color here, reduced opacity, big size, like this. Now you can see there are, you know, they are not fully colored. You can see here they are not applied. So leave it as it is. Blend them like that. So this will give a beautiful realistic watercolor texture. Now go to lasso fill. I'm going to use some whitish color, reduced opacity. So I'm going to add details here as well. You can either apply such details by removing the area. Otherwise, you can add details like this as well. So like this. Yeah. Okay, now it is ready. Once everything is over, just click on the lasso and click on this remove selection. Now you can see the selection is removed. There is nothing in the selection layer. So my wings is ready. If you want to blend them little bit, then using watercolor edge brush, reduced opacity, you can blend like this. Otherwise, if you want to make it a more detailed kind of look, you can leave as it is. Okay, now it's ready. I'm going to do the same thing with this lower part. So again, I'm going to select this area. Make sure you didn't leave any gap between these two wings, like this. And now it's ready. I'm going to do the same details here. Just using the watercolor edge brush, go to this color, tap, 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 or otherwise this way, or otherwise keep it much more smaller to get more textured one. If you want only the edges to be darker and the center to be transparent, then you can do like this, get the better result. Now it's okay. I'm going to add some more color here, some purple color here. Then I'm going to blend like this. Yeah, that looks good. Now I'm going to remove some of these details using the subtract tool. So I'm going to rotate like this so that I feel comfortable. Like this. So the main advantage of these tools are you can work well with the details comfortably. Yeah, so I have done this selection. Now you can see these are the areas I have selected. Just go back to the layer using the watercolor edge brush. increase the size. And here I'm going to apply this color. Okay, now it is okay. Now I'm going to add some more white color here. Not much here compared to the previous wing. A little here and there. Okay, now it's okay. I'm going to rename the selection and this is how it looks. Now just duplicate this layer and here you can see something called flip horizontally. Now I duplicated and flipped it horizontally. Now my entire butterfly is ready. Only this thing I have to do now. So just merge these two layers into a single one. And here again I'm going to select the areas using the lasso selection. Like this using the watercolor edge brush. So I'm going to keep it much darker this time. And some yellowish color as well, not a darker one, like this. I think I added too much. So like this. And I'm going to blend. Okay, now it's ready. If I want to add some more detail using lasso subtract. Just some random details is to try. Okay, now I'm going to apply some darker shade again. Like this. You can see I didn't add too much here, just a little bit. And now I'm going to remove. Okay, now it looks good. And here you can either do the same thing, but it's difficult, it's very thin. Just reduce the size. Like this. And you can add. Okay, now it's ready. I'm going to hide the sketch layer and this is the final look. So it looks beautiful. If you want to add some splatters over it, just create a new layer. Here you can see sputtering one. So I think I made some changes here. Just see that. Okay, now you can see this is my sputtering one brush. Just go to type, make it water so that It looks like a watercolor brush and also increase the wetness. Now you can find a little bit of difference. Not too much here and there. Okay, like this. Also add some variations like this. Okay, this looks good. And here is our watercolor butterfly. It is ready. So I am going to save this as PNG and I will show how it looks now. This is our watercolor butterfly. I hope you like this tutorial and learned something new from me. If so, subscribe to my channel and thank you for watching.